Greetings anime fans, get ready for a breathtaking preview of the future series about to grace us. Prepare to enter the world of excitement as we introduce to you the top 10 anticipated new anime of 2024 airing for the first time. Join us as we explore the most promising anime series expected to appear on screens in the coming year. From exciting adventures to touching tales and magnificent settings. Now pull up a chair, get a snack, and let's take a look at what anime fans may look forward to in 2024. We will be opening the list with The Unwanted Undead Adventurer. You love animes where our main characters are overpowered and look like skeleton just like Overload, you're definitely gonna love this. Our MC Rent Faina is stuck chasing goblins and slimes for little money every day because he isn't very talented for the job for 10 years. 10 good years. He is unaware of the consequences when he finds a way into the Water Moon dungeon that appears to be unexplored. What waits for him at the end of the route is a dragon that quickly devours him whole, neither dead nor alive. Rent wakes up to find he is nothing more than a pile of bones. With just his weapons and newly transformed appearance, Rent has to embark on his mission as a newly reborn skeleton in the hopes of returning to society in a more human shape. Next we have The Witch and the Beast, another crazy yet action fantasy anime I bring to you. The anime seats on two major characters Godot, a wild girl with long fangs and ferocious eyes, and Ashafa, a delicately built, soft-spoken man with a coffin slung to his back. This menacing duo shows up in a village where a witch has taken over and convinced the people that she is their hero. However, the truth is known by Ashafa and Godot, who has to become more aware of their environment, which causes them not hesitate to terminate anyone who stands in their path. Next we have Sengoku Yauko, an action, fantasy, adventure anime. It is set in a world where two beings exist, humans and monsters referred to as Katawara. The anime revolves around three characters. We have Tama, who loves humans despite being a Katawara and swears to defend them from evil. With no care or regards to her people. Her brother Jinka hates human despite having been human before being a Kawatara, and a cowardly swordsman named Shinsuke, who desires to grow stronger. He joins the siblings. They swear to stop whoever is causing destruction by turning humans to monsters. Next, we have Metallic Rogue, an action, sci-fi anime. This anime is kinda like our everyday anime, nothing peculiar, but looks so interesting. It is set in a world where humans and androids coexist. In this anime, technology has upgraded to its peak to the point they create artificial humans. Rouge is an android girl who is sent on a mission on Mars with her partner Naomi. Their mission is to murder 9 artificial humans who are a nuisance to the government. Moving to the next we have Tales of Wedding Rings. It's basically a romance anime, but the action and fantasy makes it more interesting. Our anime starts when Haim and her grandfather suddenly emerge 10 years ago. Setu has been in love with Haim, his childhood friend and neighbor, but doesn't want to admit those feelings. She has developed into a stunning high school beauty, and it is getting harder for him to admit his affections towards her. There's more to it than what I had just said. Let's ride on. We have My instant death ability is so overpowered. We rolling into an isekai anime recommendation for my isekai lovers. While on a field trip, Yogiri Takadu wakes up to find his class has been transported to a different planet. He'd slept through the whole thing, losing the abilities given to the others by a sage who transported them. With no regards, his classmates brutally abandoned him and a fellow student, using them as bait to divert the attention of a dragon that was nearby. At that point, he chooses to keep his lone friend safe, which makes him unleash his ability to instantly bring about death with just a single thought. His ability is so damn good. Moving on to another, we have A Sign of Affection, more romance anime recommendation for my romance lovers. This anime sits differently. It's about love between a deaf girl and a normal guy. Love is really blind. Yuki Eidos is a university student who suffers hearing loss. Since infancy, her environment has been silent. She has never left her hometown and rarely socializes with anyone outside of Rin Fujishiro, her best friend. She meets Rin's mutual friend, The multilingual and silver-haired Itsuomi Nagi, unlike most, Itsuomi doesn't waver when he finds out about Yuki's disability. With time she begins to get fond of him. As Yuki and Itsuomi discover more about one another's disparate lives, a new world starts to open up for them both.
これを今日の昼飯にしてみよう。
Next we have delicious and dungeon, or you could say dungeon food. It wouldn't be right without any comedy recommendations. After the Golden Kingdom is sunk underground by an insane magician, its king emerges, promising all of his treasure to any who defeat the magician, before crumbling to dust. Guilds are spurred on by this promise, traversing the labyrinthine dungeon in search of the magician. Laios, the leader of one such guild, encounters a dragon that wipes out his party and devours his sister Fallon. Despite having lost the entirety of their supplies and belongings, he is determined to save Fallon. Time being essential, Laios suggests the taboo of eating the monsters of the dungeon as a means of gathering supplies, thus beginning their food-filled foray into the dungeon together. It's more of a relaxing anime a must-watch. On to the next, we have Chain Soldier. Unknown portals to a dimension known as Mato appears all over Japan, which is home to terrible creatures known as Shuki causing a threat to humans. Hope was regained when a Mato fruit that gives women exclusive extraordinary skills was discovered, enabling them to battle the Shuki. As a result, a new government was established, pushing men to the side of society and creating the Anti-Demon Corps, a female organization. Our Mick is Yuuki, and he becomes the Unchained Soldier despite being male. Finally, solo leveling. The wait has finally come to an end. 10 years ago, the gate materialized, bridging the gap between the world of magic and monsters and the actual one. Normal people gained extraordinary abilities to battle these creatures, and they are called hunters. One such hunter is 20-year-old Sung Jin-woo, who isn't E rank. He is referred to as the world's weakest. Despite that, he relentlessly pursues monsters. An incident occurs, and he was the lone survivor from a mission gone horribly wrong. He awakens 3 days later in a hospital to discover a screen floating in front of him. With a quest log, the rigor of the quest initially makes Jin-woo reluctant to comply, but he soon realizes that it might just make him one of the most powerful hunters in the world. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do subscribe to the channel and click on the screen for more contents like this. See you over there. Arigatou.